Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Tarp Find, my new weekly mini episode that I share every Tuesday, in addition to my weekly interview episodes, which drop on Thursdays. Every Tuesday, I'm sharing a quick, uplifting story about someone or a team of people who is living the everybody pulls the tarp mindset. Remember, nothing is changing with my weekly interview episodes. My interview episodes will continue to be in your podcast feeds every Thursday morning. Now, let's get to this week's Tarp Find. This week's Tarp Find is about David White, a retired school principal in Atlanta, Georgia, who retired back in September 2025 after a 33-year career in education. The final 15 of the 33 years was spent as a principal. It was a remarkable career, and for his efforts, he was even once awarded Principal of the Year for the entire Atlanta Public Schools District. Now, like I mentioned moments ago, David retired in 2025. But shortly after retiring, David began to miss his work and the school community. He couldn't ask for his old job back because the school had already replaced him with a new principal. So instead, he applied for a different job at the school that had become available. He applied to be the school's site manager, which essentially was the role of school handyman. And you know what? David got the job. Suddenly, the man who was once atop the school's proverbial food chain for 15 years is now power washing the school's bathrooms, inspecting fire extinguishers, and cleaning gutters, just to name a few. And here's what David recently told CBS's Steve Hartman. "Yeah, I'm one of the bottom rungs if you look at it in a hierarchical way," White said. "It doesn't bother me at all," he continued. "I still feel like I'm contributing meaningfully to a place I really care about." Now, listeners, for me, David's story is exactly what it means to live the everybody pulls the tarp mindset. Being a tarp puller is all about recognizing that there is truly no task beneath you, no matter what your current title is or previous title was, because every role in an organization matters deeply. Special thanks to CBS News, who is my original source for this mini episode, and a special shout out as well to a friend and Everybody Pulls the Tarp listener for initially putting this story on my radar. And remember, if you see someone pulling the tarp, be sure to send it my way so we can feature it right here on the podcast as well. Well, there's your Tarp Find for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to share this episode with a friend who'd like to hear it as well. And make sure you are following Everybody Pulls the Tarp in your favorite podcast app so you don't miss any future Tarp Finds or my weekly interview conversations with the world's top performers. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.